Inflation is the silent thief that gradually reduces your purchasing power. When prices rise, the dollar in your wallet simply doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Over the past few years, Americans have watched everyday expenses creep higher, sometimes without realizing how much more they're paying until budgets get squeezed. While some inflation is normal in a growing economy, the surge we've seen recently has significantly affected essential and discretionary spending alike. In this video, we'll look at 10 things that cost more due to inflation, why they're impacted, and what smart steps you can take to fight back. 1. Groceries. Food is one of the most visible victims of inflation. From eggs and milk to meat and fresh produce, grocery prices have surged across the board. Supply chain disruptions, extreme weather affecting crops, higher transportation costs, and labor shortages all contribute to price hikes. For consumers, that means getting less for more money at checkout. To counter this, consider meal planning based on sales, buying generic brands, using cash back or coupon apps, and shopping in bulk for non-perishables. Local farmers markets or community-supported agriculture (CSA) boxes may also offer better deals on fresh produce. 2. Gasoline. Gas prices are a roller coaster, and inflation often sends them soaring. Crude oil prices, refinery costs, and geopolitical tensions all influence what you pay at the pump. Additionally, as inflation drives up the cost of oil production and transport, gas becomes more expensive even when global demand stays flat. To reduce this burden, consider carpooling, using public transportation, biking, or investing in a fuel-efficient or hybrid vehicle. Apps that track the cheapest gas prices near you can also help save a few dollars each fill up. 3. Rent and housing. Inflation doesn't just impact food and fuel, it also affects where and how we live. Rent prices have skyrocketed in many U.S. cities due to high demand, limited housing supply, and increased construction costs. Even homeowners aren't immune. Inflation pushes up property taxes, insurance, and maintenance expenses. If you're a renter, try negotiating lease terms for longer periods to lock in rates or consider relocating to lower-cost areas. Homeowners might refinance at better interest rates or explore tax breaks available for first-time buyers, energy efficiency improvements, or mortgage interest deductions. 4. Utilities. Electricity, water, and heating bills are often overlooked when thinking about inflation, but they've become more expensive due to rising fuel costs and infrastructure investments. When providers pass their increased costs to consumers, your monthly bills swell. You can offset this by investing in energy-efficient appliances, sealing windows and doors, using programmable thermostats, and simply being more conscious of usage. Some states also offer rebates or tax incentives for energy-saving home upgrades. 5. Childcare and education. Rising labor costs, tighter regulations, and demand have driven up the cost of childcare and education. Parents now spend thousands more annually on daycare, preschool, and school-related expenses than they did a decade ago. Likewise, college tuition continues to outpace general inflation, burdening students and families. To combat this, explore flexible childcare solutions like nanny shares or co-ops. Apply for educational tax credits like the American Opportunity Credit, and look into 529 college savings plans early to grow funds tax-free over time. 6. Healthcare. Inflation hits hard in the healthcare sector, where prescription drugs, insurance premiums, hospital services, and medical equipment all become more expensive. Rising costs are partly due to supply chain disruptions, administrative overhead, and wage increases for healthcare workers. One way to fight back is by using health savings accounts, HSAs, or flexible spending accounts, FSAs, for tax advantages. Shopping around for providers, asking for cash discounts, comparing pharmacy prices, and using telehealth services when appropriate can also reduce your out-of-pocket expenses. 7. Cars and auto repairs. Inflation and supply chain problems, including semiconductor shortages, have dramatically increased the cost of both new and used cars. At the same time, replacement parts and labor costs for repairs have risen sharply. Dealership markups and interest rate hikes on auto loans make car ownership even more expensive. If you're in the market, consider buying certified pre-owned vehicles, maintaining your current car well to extend its life, and researching insurance policies thoroughly. A small investment in preventative maintenance today can avoid much costlier repairs tomorrow. 8. Travel and hospitality. Airfare, hotel rates, and rental cars have all seen significant price hikes due to increased demand post-pandemic, higher fuel costs, and labor shortages in the service industry. Travelers now face higher costs even when booking months in advance. You can still explore the world affordably by being flexible with travel dates, using rewards points or miles, staying in short-term rentals instead of hotels, and packing light to avoid baggage fees. Booking early, setting fare alerts, and traveling during off-peak seasons are other effective ways to save. 9. Dining out. Restaurants have raised menu prices to cope with higher food, labor, rent, and utility costs, making dining out far more expensive than just a few years ago. Many establishments also add service fees or no longer include gratuity, further increasing the final bill. To cut back without sacrificing all your favorite meals, try limiting eating out to special occasions, choosing lunch menus over dinner, or ordering carry-out instead of dining in. Cooking at home more often also boosts your savings and your health. 10. Insurance. Whether it's auto, home, or health insurance, premiums have crept up due to inflation-related factors like increased replacement costs, more claims, and rising medical expenses. For example, higher car repair costs mean auto insurers charge more to cover potential damage. To fight back, shop around for quotes annually, bundle policies for discounts, raise deductibles to lower premiums, and ask for loyalty or safe driver discounts. Reviewing your coverage regularly ensures you're not overpaying for unnecessary add-ons. Inflation affects nearly every corner of our lives, from what we eat to how we travel and even where we live. While you can't control global economics, you can control your response to rising costs. Being proactive with budgeting, comparison shopping, and long-term financial planning helps you stay ahead of inflation and protect your financial health. Remember, small daily adjustments, like cooking at home or adjusting your thermostat, can lead to significant long-term savings. Stay informed, stay flexible, and make the most of the tools and knowledge available to weather the inflation storm wisely.